Hey everybody, and welcome back to a casted game here on Age of Bison. Platypus Slayer here, trying to get back into the groove of things, and spending more time fighting OBS than I am actually playing this game. So I'm hoping to be able to unwind and actually enjoy some great games. One of our fellow casters, McCleves, called this game out. He said this one was very fun, and it's not very often that people actually enjoy a mirror match because those are sweaty. And I am joined here today by Stefan. Stefan, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, we'll see if, McCleves is saying this was a good match, then we're not going to see a normal, sweaty, meta behavior from two Brit players here. So we'll see what this ends up being.
Correct. I mean, Brit mirrors are like often just who spams Musk at their forward base slightly faster. Like, they're very skill based mirrors. I don't want to sound like they're not. In fact, they're probably one of the hardest mirrors to enact because your Civ roster is kind of so basic. The way your Civ works is so basic. There's not a lot of tricks that aren't telegraphed to your opponent, right? Like either through your deck
Yeah.
or through your macro. Both these civs get like huge line of sight, so with the manor houses everywhere. So I mean, it's just so hard to not just beat your opponent by being better, and I think that can make these matchups like really fun to play as, but often very boring to watch. And so, like you said, when McCleave said this is a fun one, I'm very curious, and I'm hoping it's not just forward tower racks. Oh, we even have
Oh,
positivity from McCleaves.
we have positivity in Age of Empires 3.
All right. Good luck. Yeah. Hopefully that's positive, or maybe just a little bit of bounce. But I mean, like I said, I've played into Force of Iron quite a few times, so I think he's an all
Yeah,
right chef.
it's interesting that McCleves is starting with a trade line. Has McCleves gone for GMT in his deck?
We will find out
He,
shortly. Looking at Force of Iron, have wood.
he has. Okay.
Okay, so not fully standard, but I'd say all the important Brit cards are there. Wood, GMT, or Virginia Company. Both these are kind of niche, but they're not bad to have. Frontier Defenses is an interesting call. It does have advanced artillery and a fort.
Okay, so he's kind of prepping for going into Turtle here.
Yes. McCleaves FF. I wonder if he's going to do the. I mean, I don't know if Lionheart came up with it, but I'm going to say the build popularized by Lionheart with the uh, Highlander FF.
We've got sparring over the trade line.
Hmm?
Oh, clever McCleaves. You're baiting him away for your trade line. Oh, that was clever.
Right? Does Force of Iron? Yep, he won't know.
He didn't even see it. Oh, that was clever because Force of Iron was definitely trying to go for that site, and McCleaves got him off it. Wow.
Right?
That was slick.
Really slick there. And now he's trying to use the snare trick. Will he get away, break the snare?
No, it looks like he's kind of just. No, yeah, he's not going to be able to break snare.
No, you gotta time it just right. And it's so difficult. You gotta kinda hit it. Yep, there we go. Like it's
There he is.
like a millisecond after your opponent animation starts, so that way you're the last one to get snare, which means that your snare breaks before your snare on him breaks. But ooh, smart.
Yeah.
Does get the 30 coins, so Force of Iron here is paying attention. Aging up with the governor. McCleaves aging up with the governor. If you're Brits, you're basically doing this other than the 500 food one.
Yeah.
But Force of Iron now, knowing that it's trading post, and again, normally when I've played against Force of Iron, he himself likes to do GMT builds. So I'm assuming that Force of Iron, guy who's played a lot of games, probably has a general idea of what's going on.
That's interesting that Force of Iron is up to 2 before McCleaves, even though McCleaves has GMT. So fewer bills out for trade, at least out of the TP for Force of Iron.
Perhaps it's because he
He's
had an
going
extra Vil? Because
forward. Yeah.
no, he has less Vils. Procasting.
Yeah.
That's all my response is just,
That's a thinker.
yeah.
Oh, and it looks like our activity with the forward is to the southwest here location over by that TP site.
Oh, okay. So a little bit before the game, I was saying that one of Force of Iron's signature moves is the side stable. There you go. So this musketeer, normally sending 6 musks at this point would be really bad, actually, right? Because as Brits, you want to get the you want to get your manor house boom going as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
So you want to get the 700.
But if has McCleves scouted that?
Yep.
He has. Oh, nice work, McCleves.
And just like that, the kind of, Force of Iron countered right off the bat. He will get a Vil, it looks like. Loses a Huss for it.
Will get a Vil, but loses a Huss for it.
Yeah, and let's be honest here, Brits are not exactly a civ that struggles with replacing Vils.
No.
Obviously a bunch of Vils is still no good, but with this, his Huss, he's got 3 left, and looks like he's going to start another batch. So that's why he went coin first. Okay, and then another batch here coming out from McCleves of Musketeers.
All right.
700 coin. Is he just going to try to age behind this, perhaps?
Looks like it. He's macroing for it. He has no one on coin right now. He's just going. Looks like he's just going for manners, and will just rely on the 700 to go up. Oh, well, I might be seeing some longbow or some musk.
And Force of Iron here, kind of prepping. He's got a pretty. Ooh, that
That would
risky.
have been. That was risky. McCleves, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Pull back. They're anti-cav, but
Pull back.
not like that.
Not that anti-cav.
Okay, it looks like Force of Iron though not taking. I mean, that would, if he would have cleaned him up, I mean, that would have literally cut his anti-cav in half. Musketeers are cost-effective units.
Yeah, but they're not gonna win on equal numbers.
Is he just going to try
and he is going for the trade line.
Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like you could definitely use your Huss for, at least split them.
Yeah, there's better uses of the Huss. You don't have a lot of siege on them without, advanced arsenal.
Okay, but he's getting his treasures. Good kudos to Force of Iron to ensure that he's maximizing.
Yeah.
The map as he can. Again, this guy's played a lot of games, and he knows what he plays differently enough meta.
He's going a heavy musk.
Yeah, now McCleves, I mean, he'll age up here pretty soon. But he's got to be careful. That's a lot of Musketeer. Again, yep, double racks Musk. I mean, now this is looking more like your standard Britmere.
It's not significant, but he does have a slight score edge at this point.
He's aging up with the Mohawk statement. That gives you the old school Tomahawks, the ones that are almost like Herolians, if I remember right. They do melee damage and extra versus cav.
Melee at range. Which, honestly, I still kind of wish they had kept in DE.
Alright. It's a cool ability. Obviously, perhaps Hot doesn't need stronger Tomahawks, but now he's going with pikes. Huh.
I would not be doing pikes here. I'd be doing longbow.
I agree. I'd rather have longbow in this case, but I guess if you're McCleves, all right, you're aging to 3. You've got not much musk, and I mean this is a pretty big mass, and it's about 830.
That is a good mass.
All right, we got 21 musketeer, 6 hussar, pikes coming in.
It's a lot of siege at this point coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that feels like a bit of a rookie move there to go for the manor house. You're not going to house them.
Yeah. Not anywhere close.
And there's that. So that might actually be enough to fight this off here.
Yeah, I mean, he's under the town center. He calls Minutemen. I mean,
Calls
yeah.
minutes, good.
10 Longbowmen on the way. And I think McCleves took a perfect fight here. You know, again, I think Force of
Yeah,
Iron.
McCleves timed that perfectly.
Yeah, he needed to pressure like 15 seconds earlier before that age up kicked in.
Yeah, and these longbows are gonna come out, and
Shred the rest of these musts. But I mean,
shred.
even this, I mean,
So,
the mass now of Force of Iron is down. And so it's like you can't really push and you're down in age. That's not a good
you're
spot to
down
be
in
in.
age. Yeah, no, this is now a rough situation. And has he sent his 700 coin already? He
Yep.
has. So he is actually not in a position to age right now.
I mean, yeah,
He
not at
doesn't
all.
have the necessary coin because he already spent that 700 on the Huss.
Yep. It's kind of the danger of not having like a 600 coin shipment when you do these like very coin intensive openings. Is yeah, 600 coin may not be the most optimal card, but if you're going to do a long age too and you need that 700 for that initial batch, it's really important to have a backup plan for a situation like this where, I mean, his score's not bad. He's got 31 Vils. McCleves has 33, of course, but the big problem is McCleves can now spend all of his upgrades, you know, for age 3, getting Veteran C, getting, if he needs Goons, or I guess he only has a stable,
Yeah.
but Falcons.
Yeah, it's a situation where, you know, we do see that Force of Iron is trying to get some some Huss out, but the reality, well, that's interesting. The reality is, like, he can't, you know, commit to Huss here due to needing to get up to 3. So, you know, McCleaves can go freely into longbow here.
Exactly, you know, it's something too, like, I mean, the Pike shipment, if you had a bigger mass, I think it would be fine. Not, sorry, not shipment, but batch. To take the trade line back, like, I think that's really smart on Force of Iron to do it. I just think his timing was off because those resources could have been longbow that would have killed a lot of this mass that he's now facing.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a lot of pikes.
Yeah, so I think McCleaves is probably going to just move down the trade line at this point.
Right? I mean,
and
why
are they
not?
going to catch those Huss? They are.
Oh no. Ooh, good reflexes.
Good reflexes.
Still though, like, you just lost all that momentum. You just spent all these resources trying to upgrade the trade line and to take down the trade line, and you really don't have anything to show for it because these pikes are...
and look, he's going back for that site. Cheeky little bugger.
All right, I like, you know, and with the side dock too, because again, this map, the hunts are really spread out, right? And so if you're a civ like Brits,
Yeah.
having some safe food, a really good use of the map. So I definitely want to give Force of Iron credit. And but of course now he's going to lose this trade line.
Yeah, he's going to lose this trade line, and I have a feeling McCleaves is going to see that third one go back up, and he's like, oh, he's, you know, reclaiming them. I better claim these as I clear it.
Right? Or not. I guess he just says F it.
I just say F it.
More Huss pouring through, and yeah, I guess I'm going to guess that Force of Iron, no, he is committed to the age 2.
He is fully committed, yeah. And we've got veterancy coming in from McCleaves. And we do have a mass heading into McCleaves' base at this point.
Oh, maybe he's going to try a cheeky base trade, knowing that the majority of his stuff is out this way. But I mean, again, you're down in age, so any push you do is just...
down in age, pushing into that would not be a good move. Well, it looks like he's trying for it. Oh, yeah, he's going for it again.
It's even shipped
Right
GMT.
It doesn't have GMT. There's not a lot of value for you if you're not going for GMT. Oh, and he is in McCleaves' base.
Okay, lots of pikes, so he actually might be able to rip this town center down.
Yeah, I think that is going to go down.
But he's got more Vils, and McCleaves has a lot of idols at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know that I would actually pull those into the TC there, McCleaves.
Guess McCleves says, Akafit, go hard.
Yeah, I guess he's just...
What?
Oh, we've got a build for...
Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh. Okay.
You know, if you lose your, 700 coin shipment, why not steal your opponent's?
Yeah, right. I traded my 700 coin for your 1,000 coin. Strongs. And McCleves probably doesn't even understand what's going on, right? Because I mean, all the microing and stuff. Because yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And
I think that TC is still going to go down. Yep, there it goes. And yeah, they've stolen half that coin. That's huge.
that was pretty smart. Force Divide, if you're watching this, that's well played, sir. Well played. I still think you're in a pretty tough spot, but you did take the town center. You got like 700. What? How much? 300 plus 6. Yes, you almost got 700 coin from your opponent. So well played. But of course now,
Very well played.
right?
Yeah, the score is going to go down. But, honestly, he got the value he needed out of that push. McCleves was a little overcommitted. Worked it.
Yep. Wonder what he will ship next, or if he will save it. Yep.
There's the GMT, yep. And he's just swinging around north, using the opportunity, knowing where McCleves' army is, to go do some more damage.
Ooh, that's all McCleves' eco. He does not have a town center up. Oh, man. This could be brutal.
Yeah, this might be really bad. And McCleves has not yet keyed into it. There he goes. Now he knows.
I mean, he's just got to get this town center up, or he risks losing his whole eco, but it looks like...
What is he pulling back for? Oh, he just knows that McCleves' army is diverted, and he's getting up his explorer.
he really likes those trade lines, like...
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
now he's got the actual value from GMT from this line.
Well, I mean, he could have just closed the game out, really. I mean, could have murdered like 2/3 of these vills and aged behind him. I mean, he's got enough eco. He should be clicking up here himself soon, so...
Yeah. He's stolen enough from McCleves to get up.
And McCleves is on berries. I mean, this is, again, Brits are a tricky civ, right? Like, they are very strong in certain matches and certain maps, but on a map like this where food is really sparse and it's all over the map, like, this is a really rough map, I think, for Brits normally. Again, kudos to Force of Iron for bringing out the dock and really...
McCleves is going for the 2 Falcons.
Ooh, good catch. Well, Force of Iron aging up with the Bishop, going for a town center.
Probably the wisest option for him here, because he is behind, from an eco perspective,
Right.
realistically.
This too.
Like, yeah, you caught up there heavily, but you're still behind.
Yes. Because you're going to...
McCleves, unfortunately, again, he's going to be out of position here.
Yep. Gets an extra batch out, so he's getting max value, but now he's going to have to rebuild all these military buildings. That will slow down the veterancies. I mean, just in general, I think McCleves is in a slightly more commanding position, and it's just...
He is.
There goes
McCleves is, but, unfortunately, he has not been able to catch this army. He hasn't been able to nail it down.
Oh, 2 town. Dang. McGreedy. Oh, those
watch
Fox.
watch out.
Yeah. And here comes now the reinforcing army, and I think Force of Iron just going to leave.
Falk are basically, if he gets those into play and does not lose those to the Huss, then that, cleans this out.
Oop,
it's enough to force a retreat.
Exactly.
You can actually move in to go take that trade line.
Force now stacking a lot of food. I wonder if he doesn't have 1k coin though, so he can't FI.
I wonder if he's just mismacroed slightly. Yeah, I think it was just a slight mismacro.
It's possible. And the church now, are the Highlanders food costed, coin, or wood?
It should be coin.
Okay. 51 Vills versus 52. Yeah, I mean, this
I would be pushing up the trade line. But, you know. Or is he just going for the jugular?
I think so, especially on this map. Like, that can be a game winner, although beware of warships. I think that's exactly what he's doing, just because he probably figures, you know what, he's got the trade line. He's catching up here, but he's going to take time to get all those veterancies and all those different upgrades. Although I will say, where'd they go? He does have Vet Musketeer.
And he's getting his 2 Falk. And those will be in before McCleves gets in. So, and he's sent them to another location. So, oh there. So we are going to see base trade.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to see here, I think. But, oh, McCleves has some Musketeers up there. But, oh, here comes the reinforcements now. McCleves, notice the flip there.
McCleves, watch out.
Just Force of Iron, see. Yeah, he sees him.
He sees it, but he doesn't care. He's gone for the TCs. We're seeing a full base trade.
God, McCleves, you could totally butcher.
Yeah.
Those 2 Falcons. Probably, but again, you know, just reflex. Again, McCleves learning the Civ. He's it's not like he's a Brit main, so I don't know who really has this better, to be honest. I almost want to say Force of Iron starting to take the momentum back in this game.
Yeah, I think he is. Calling the minutes. Good use on the Falks there. Yep, he is pulling bills to target those Falks, which is right.
Although, put him in melee.
There's one.
There we go.
Yeah, time to time to engage. There it goes. There's the melee.
All right.
Okay, and then McCleves is coming in with his reinforcings and will wipe here.
Yeah.
You know, it has been a. Oh, or is he just gonna force him? He's gonna get away, actually.
I mean, it looks like the longbows get some damage, but yeah, this is not.
Yeah, and then Force of Iron is training 3 Falcons.
Okay, he had enough to go to age 4. I think that actually probably would have been the better play.
Yeah, I think it would. 4 would have been the better play here.
Right. But I'll let these guys play. These guys play Brits way more than me. So Force of Iron, if you ever do again watch this, please give us a comment. We always like to hear thoughts of players. And I think at this point, like, I don't know, this is still anybody's game. I mean, you've got lots of raids.
Yeah, McCleves is under a lot of pressure here. Ooh, giant grains. Great unit for this situation.
Oh, man. Yeah, these guys are going to tear that army apart.
I mean, absolutely tear it apart.
Like.
And, yeah.
Yep.
Huge value there, yeah.
I mean, 1,000 resources deleted, probably the equivalent of 1,000 resources of a larger mass. I mean, and just like that, I mean, Force of Iron, the scores are even, but his... Ooh, well, he does have to back off because of those Falcons. Good job there.
Those Falcons, yeah. He has 3 Falcons, but yeah, no, it's still very much an even game. And, no longer is there a force to the north threatening McCleves.
You know, the economy better then, though, for Force of Iron. So the longer this game goes, the better chance I think Force of Iron does have to close it out. McCleves going for Jaegers. Okay, interesting. I think Colves probably would be better in this situation, like just 1 or 2. But I guess he is confident that his own Falcons will be able to handle this.
He's going for the salt mine. Interesting with the forward arsenal, but
So I guess sometimes you just build or you build.
I know. Are they going? How is this going to go down? All right.
Ooh, 3 Falcons to 2 Falcons. don't know.
I would not be taking this fight, McCleves.
Not with a.
But are you gonna get a good shot off? Are you gonna get a good shot?
Ooh. Cool. Oh, it's
No.
so close. Oh.
Okay.
Look at that. They're on what? 20 health, 20 health. Something to think about.
Yeah.
Like, I think McCleves, if he would have had Yemo in too, right? Like, that card is so good.
He could actually take that.
Yeah, 26 range. Veteran longbows can be like culverins.
Are you gonna get...
Yep.
Oh, and there's now 5 Falcons on the field.
Okay.
So yeah, McCleves, you kind of really do need Culves, and like, yeah, he was reading our minds. He's got 2 on the way.
What he's not doing, he's not getting resources. And I think Force of Iron, like, yeah, look at that score, is already starting to take off. Cleves is going to have to do something, and something fast. Like, he's already on mills. Or Force of Iron.
And we've got another, they're closing in on each other again.
Ooh.
Where are those Where are those Culves? Watch out there. Watch out there.
They're there. Okay, so yeah.
Okay. Now, a couple good cold shots will change this entirely.
Especially when you're drag boxing, like, that is a great way to lose, like, all your Culves. Or all your Falconets to, like, 2 Culves.
Yep. Okay, get a shot, McCleves.
Boom.
Oh, there's one.
Good job.
Good job, good job.
I mean, oh god, yeah, he's going H4 now, so...
He is going H4.
I think McCleves, I know he is playing passive, but, I mean, Force of Iron's doing a great job here just to basically squeeze him out. You know, I mean, all game, run him around.
Squeezing him.
66
he's
mils.
got the fort going up on the trade line, so at this point, McCleves is confined to a quarter of the map.
Although he's getting... Yeah, this does have yaks, if I remember correctly.
Now, if he gets a good couple shots off here, though... Oh, no, I think he saw... It's decent, you know, they run away, might as well get your, you know, consolidatory, you know, get your resource prize.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, McCleves scores not too bad. He's building another
No, it's not too bad, but now he is an age behind. Now, there aren't any... Force of Iron does not have any power spike cards, so it is just going to be a slow level up as, you know, guard and factories come in. Yeah. But it is not a... He's not going to see a power spike with, you know, 20, you know, Ultra Musk come in or anything like that.
No, I think this is the perfect time. Like, so if you're McCleves, obviously we have full map vision. McCleves does not, but if he goes in here and wipes this force out before all those upgrades come in, then you've effectively neutered DH4. Even though, again, McCleves, his eco is just far less. And yep, Force of Iron, he is going to go up, and oh, he's going to find...
He's going to find, yep. And...
Oh, well, more Vills, though, for McCleves.
Get some Vills, which is good. But, oh, and we're going to see 10 deleted right there.
Yeah. Not to mention, there goes your Foundry, which really limits your ability to defend against this push.
Yeah. And lacks defense. And pulling back again.
Yeah, for McCleves, what do you even send here? I guess 5 Hus? Glorious Revolution, yeah. Or, oh, going for some upgrades. Yeah, again... At least with Brits, you can upgrade your Musk a lot so they can kind of fight and age down, right? Because you're going to assume your opponent.
Yeah. Unfortunately, unless there's some dramatic change here.
Yeah, good use, too, of, again, showing how speed makes such a difference, right? Like, they're always slightly faster, but it's just enough. Ooh, killing those.
Good. We're going to see, you know, McCleves knock some of this, which is good.
Yeah, it is. That gap's getting harder and harder.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Here's the big fight.
Here's the fight.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Lots of Hus.
It's going to be a lot. So this is going to be a really tough micro for McCleves to try to get those calls useful.
Yeah, and I mean, look, he's not doing bad, but look, oh, they're field guns on top of it. Oh, these are upgraded.
Oh, that feels rough. Yep, and the calls are down.
Not to mention, he's got stuff in his back line. 71 vills. McCleves down to 40, so almost twice the eco against him. Longbow's
fighting an age.
Yep.
And yeah, GG calls the GG, well, GG calls, McCleves calls the GG well played.
Wow, that was pretty fun. First off, I want to give McCleves kudos for actually like casting a loss. Or asking for a loss to be casted. You know, again, I know he's relatively new to Brits, so in the comments section, of course, if you guys made it this far, please let us know kind of anything. But Stefan, what are your thoughts initially?
It was a good dynamic game. So that was fun. I liked it.
It was definitely not a standard Brit mirror. Again, you know, most Brit mirrors are kind of like pretty boring to cast and watch, to be completely honest here. Again, the players will tell you how intense it is, but from a watching perspective, it's normally two people would put a forward base like here, and then it would just be like whose Musk mass micro slightly better in the first 5 minutes, and it just snowballs, right? This was really unique, using the trade line, both players. You know, in the case of Force of Iron, using a Civ that isn't necessarily known for its kiting or speed, you know, putting advanced arsenal into Musk, staying in H2 longer, getting the map control, anticipating the lack of food that can happen on this map, or lack of safety. And even though, I mean, he lost his original base, McCleves lost his original base, I think Force of Iron's experience with the Civ just kind of shone through in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really noteworthy here that if you go and look at the map, no one has anything left that resembles a base.
Both of them, you know, pretty respectable kill deaths. Looking at timeline, villager counts, we're fairly even most of the game until right around here. Yeah, McCleves just kind of flatlines. And I mean, McCleves, he had so many times where he had, you know, could have pushed, especially right here. I think that would have been the time to push, and then a few times before.
Yeah.
We've got full map vision. We're not the one actually having to input these commands. I mean, we're all human here, and especially when you're learning a new Civ, like that type of game sense, it just takes time to develop. So I do look forward to seeing McCleves come back, you know, and have his revenge match or something like that at some point.
Yeah.
So I think with that, we are going to kind of wrap this one up. You know, again, this was a really fun one. I enjoyed it. I don't really have too much insight other than mirrors do not have to be boring, and it doesn't have to just be these very precise, miserable little experiences. Like, you can actually have some damn fun with even a quote-unquote vanilla Civ like Brits. So any final thoughts before I take us out?
No, it's always good to see, you know, an entertaining mirror that's good for the players and for the, you know, viewers.
Exactly.
Good games from both.
Exactly. So if you've made it this far, please don't, you know, please remember to like and subscribe. We appreciate it. We are inching our way towards 1,000 subscribers. So we appreciate all the support we've gotten throughout this time. Again, we're getting back in the swing of casting stuff. Hopefully we'll have some more. We even might have some events coming here in the fall. So definitely stay tuned. And until then, thank you for your time, and we hope to see you on the next one.